Hey, buddy. Are you upset with me? Are you upset with me? Yeah. I'm leaving for work. He's not happy. Okay. I'll see you soon, love. Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. Just trying to make sure my wings stay covered here. I know that you know that I know that you know who I work for. You know who I work for. But I'm trying to follow our social media policy pretty closely. I always have. But our social media policy tells us, forbids us really, to show our wings, our lanyard, or any real identifiers to who we work for if we're going to film anything about our work or, anything like that. So I try to, we're not supposed to show coworkers, the name of the airline. We can't film when we have passengers on the plane, of all those things, and I try to follow those pretty closely because I want to keep my job. I love my company and I love you guys. I don't want to stop filming any of my flight attendant content because I can't cover my wings, So I know it seems foolish since you know who I work for, but there we are. All right, so I'm just kind of calming down a little bit now. I left the house in a real hurry, like a crazy hurry. I had looked at my clock in my living room and I saw the time and I freaked. I was gonna run late, so I grabbed all my crap and I threw it in the car. And then I sped off to Panda Express and got some string bean chicken with white rice because no one was in line. And I sped here to the airport, pulled up, and I was an hour earlier than I thought I was. I had never changed the time on my clock in the living room or in the car. When you're supposed to fall back and spring forward. Yeah, well, I never fell back on those two clocks. And so I am in the airport parking lot with an hour and a half left before I have to check in. So I just sat and ate my Panda Express in the car. And yeah, so I'm going to gather my stuff. I'm going to go into the airport, get into the, crew room and just chill out, see who's there. So I'm very excited. I'm flying to Philadelphia tonight. I'm going to be working with one of my most amazing coworkers ever. I cannot wait. I love her, Leanne. I love this woman. She is so funny. And she's learning sign language just to know sign language so she can better communicate with people around her. She's amazing. And then I'll be meeting with my friend Lacey, who is a flight attendant with another airline. She's also one of my subscribers here. And we have, I think, 38 hours in Philly, so we'll get up to something. I'm not quite sure, but you'll go with me. And then the next day is kind of rough. We have like a 10-hour layover in LA after 3 legs, so it's going to be kind of a tough day, but you got to pay for these long, good layovers by having a crappy day, long day once in a while. But I think that's it for now. So I will see you in the airport, on the plane, or in Philadelphia. I'm not quite sure where, but see you soon. And poof, suddenly I'm in Philadelphia. I think the last time I saw you, I was in my car talking about what I ate for lunch yesterday. Fascinating. So I got to the crew room. I had about an hour left, and I got to chatting with people there, and you know how I talk, right? Yeah, so we all chatted for a good solid hour. Our plane was a little bit delayed, but not too much. So we finally went down, got on board, and I meant to film something there just to say hi while we were in Vegas, but I was desperate to get catered. The plane had been flying all day long, all over the country, and it had not been catered once. We were supposed to be catered so that they would have food, not only and snacks and drinks for this flight, but also the flight after it. But somebody, whoever it is, and I'm going to try and find out, took us off the list for catering. So we weren't going to be catered. So I was just desperately trying to get at least water, like a case of water on board with some ice. I had a bare amount of snacks. I had a couple juices. My liquor kit consisted of 4 shots of tequila. That was the entire liquor kit. I was kind of upset in that, our passengers, our guests, sometimes they don't have time to grab food or snacks at the airport, and sometimes that everything is closed, you know. So I was just upset that we weren't catered, just so my passengers would be comfortable. But pretty much everyone fell asleep the entire flight, so it turned out to be okay. My flight crew was amazing, and the flight crew, if you're not in, you know, familiar with the common vernacular, the flight crew is the cockpit. It's the captain and the first officer. They were awesome. I fly with the first officer fairly often, the captain once or twice before, but we had a really great rapport. I'm flying lead up in front, so I'm really basically the liaison between the flight deck and the cabin. My crew is awesome. My cabin crew is awesome, as I think I told you. Leanne, who is in back, I think she's flying C. She's awesome. I love her. I love her, love her, love her. And then Sam was our B, and she's brand new. She's only been here for a couple weeks. She worked with us here to Philly, and then she had an hour and a half sit, and then she was deadheading back to Las Vegas. So it's basically a really long turn, but at least she gets to go to sleep on the way back to Las Vegas. So there's that. Our chaser is super nice, really nice guy, really low energy. He's like very, very low energy, and I'm not. And when someone has like low energy around me, I'm like, ugh, did they not like me? Did they hate me? Did I do something wrong? You know? But he's just low energy. He has recurrent next week, and so he's, you know, his face was down in his flight attendant manual the entire time. So he was reading and just preparing for recurrence. So I totally understand that. Yeah, so the flight was a success. No major medicals, no problems, just really, really nice times. I had one passenger, excuse me, one of our passengers, just in conversation, I'm not sure what he said something that made me go, blink. It was recovery language. He said something about, I forget what it was. And I was like, oh, are you a friend of Bill's? You know, are you in recovery? And he said, yeah. And I said, oh, how long do you have? And not that it's a race, but it's just, you know, you're always curious. He had 13 or 14 years. And I was like, oh, I had 19. And we just started talking about, you know, how slippery a slope it can get when you're in, you know, longer term sobriety without going to meetings regularly. And we're both like, we make a pact between the two of us. Let's get to more meetings. You know, it was just right what I needed to hear from somebody who knows. But yeah, so there's that. I was hoping to go into Philadelphia early today. You know, I only need like a 2 or 3 hour nap before I can go into the city. But my coworker has not slept. I had the luxury of taking like a 3 hour nap this afternoon. She's not slept at all, so she wants to go and sleep. So we're meeting around 2 in the afternoon, and then we're going to take an Uber into Philadelphia, probably to the Reading Market terminal market, whatever. She wants to go to a prison, I guess, a famous abandoned prison. I guess that's what she wants to do. So we might do that tomorrow, because today we just need to sleep and relax. So I'm gonna stay up for a little while because I'm not tired at all, because I did have that nap and I had plenty of caffeine. So I'm gonna pop on the internet for a little while, and then I'll take a nap and wake up around 1 and then get downstairs for about 2. So I will see you later on with whatever we do. And yeah, I'll see you there. All right, see ya. Have a good nap. Hey guys, all right, so I just woke up from my nap like 10 minutes ago, threw some clothes on real quick so I could meet my crew member downstairs, and my friend Lacey is meeting us downstairs. I'm kind of regretting not going to sleep earlier. I wasn't really tired because I got my nap yesterday. I had suitably enough caffeine to keep me awake last night and early this morning. But a 3.5 hour nap didn't feel like enough, so I probably should have gone to bed earlier. But you know, we have 38 hours. I can catch up on sleep later. It's 23 degrees outside. Yeah, it's 23 degrees outside, and that's the high point for the day. So I have a pretty heavy winter coat. I have a big black scarf that kind of goes over my head like a little hat. Got some thin gloves, and we're gonna head down to I think Reading Terminal Market, Terminal, I don't know, whatever it's called, and then we'll play it by ear. And we might go to this prison tomorrow. That's actually my coworker's goal, is to hit this. Like, she loves, you know, true crime and all that kind of stuff, I guess. So there's a prison that she wants to go visit. So that might be tomorrow, on tomorrow's docket. But right now we have to head downstairs and meet my people. All right, I'll see you guys outside. It's gonna be cold. All right, we're just in here at Reading Terminal Market. I think our first search is for food. Oh, yeah. All right, this is not the place to come if you can't make a decision, because there's like thousands of choices. A place we just passed a minute ago has been selling French fries here for 75 years, 74 years. Look at those shrimp. They're like dinosaurs. Huge. I'll admit, I'm overwhelmed. Oh, it's very hot in there and very overwhelming. There's just so many things to look at. I was like, oh. I bought a magnet, though, for my collection. I buy magnets at each of my destinations and of any interesting location I've been to, just as a little, you know, reminder. And so I got my Philly magnet. Now we're heading, I think, to Chinatown to grab a bite to eat. And no matter what city I go to in the country, I always end up walking through Chinatown. Just happens to be. There's a Hello Kitty shop. I'm so excited. I'm not sure if I've ever admitted that Hello Kitty is my spirit animal. I love everything Hello Kitty. Look how cute this is. They're little hats for cats. Yeah, Buddy would kill me in my sleep. He would claw me open. Oh boy. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Who was yelling in the background was in here causing a scene. He wouldn't leave. The store's owner kept trying to get him out, and we didn't want to leave because we were worried that she was in danger, because he was kind of acting really irrationally. So we were just gonna stay here and be safety professionals at the Hello Kitty store. I'm really trying hard not to buy anything, because, you know, one of my resolutions is to save money. But Hello Kitty, don't send me Hello Kitty. I shouldn't tell you that I like Hello Kitty, because all of a sudden people are gonna start sending me Hello Kitty stuff. Don't. I have no place for it in my house. But I love Hello Kitty. All right. What are you getting?
I got 2 chopsticks. One's Hello Kitty and one's Pikachu.
Oh, where were they?
Right there.
Those are cute. Lacey is the voice of reason. She just stopped me from buying a pen. It was $4 for a pen. You push on the tail and the pen came out.
He didn't need it.
I didn't need it. I didn't need it.
I did need these though.
Wait, but
I needed these.
yeah. It looks like she's opening and closing her legs
Exactly.
for a piece of food.
The
Huh.
lady even,
She's easy.
So sweet.
All right. Well, we've only tried one restaurant, but the sign said no dine-in, only takeout. What about here? Oh, my hands are cold. All right, guys. Look at this magic. Look at this magic. Theirs looks so much better than mine. I got chicken with basil. That's General Tso's chicken. But look at that, is so freakishly delicious looking. And you got what?
Beef and broccoli.
Oh man, that looks so good. All right, so there's the before. Hey guys, hi. So I'm back in my hotel room with my wonderful lighting. It's a desk lamp, sorry. Boy, today was really fun. We had a really nice day today. I had a good time. I think I filmed little bits and pieces. I didn't film much because we were just too busy talking, laughing, having a good time. We met at 2 and then took an Uber into Philadelphia. Went to the Reading Market Terminal. I still never know what to call that darn place. We went and walked around there for a little while. I bought a magnet. And it was just so chaotic and crazy. There were so many people and so many stalls. I couldn't even focus. So we were there for maybe 20 minutes, not that long. We took a walk down and ended up in Chinatown and found a Chinese restaurant. The dinner that the two girls had seemed amazing, looked great. Mine, I really didn't like it. It was really it was gross. It was really gross. I'm not a huge fan of like a lot of Chinese food, or because it was just so slimy, and the chicken was tender, but in a way that didn't feel cooked, and it was just really weird. It was just the texture. It was all about the texture, honestly. So I ate like 5 pieces of chicken, and I ate the white rice that came with, but I really couldn't eat it. The girls' meals looked delicious. They took their leftovers back with them. I left mine right there on the table. Thank you very much. Then in walking around looking for something, we found a mall, which is really cute, a super cute mall. And we walked into Primark. There was a Primark, and I was so excited. Primark's kind of gone downhill when it comes to fashion. Like, their styles have totally gone downhill and degraded into sweatshirts and like joggers and whatever. But I got 3 things there. I know. I'm supposed to be saving money, but I got a pair of gym shorts here. They were $16. They have some like cheap ones for $8, but these had really nice pockets. And there's a pocket on the side over here for my car keys, because you're working out and your big giant clump of car keys in your pocket is uncomfortable. So I got these for $16. I love them. I got a little workout shirt. It's pretty much transparent. You can almost see through it. It's going to dry nice and quick, and that was $4. I'm very happy. It's an upcycled plastic bottle, apparently. And I got this. It's just a little zip hoodie. It's like a rain jacket kind of thing with a hood on it. It was $16. And I really don't have any lightweight layering pieces like that for the gym, or when I am having like a layover in the Northwest, for example. I don't have any lightweight pieces that are kind of water resistant for walking around in the rain that's so common there. So very happy with the things I purchased. I know I'm supposed to save money, but those seemed like rational purchases, so nothing crazy. Yeah, and that's it. We walked around through Sephora, did some poking around the mall, but that was really it. Came back here to the hotel. Lacey got the Uber there. I paid for dinner, or lunch, or whatever we called it. And then Leanne got the Uber back. So it was a pretty even balance across the board. What else? I think that's really it. We just had a really nice day. While we were at the Chinese food restaurant, we laughed and laughed. We were there probably an hour and a half, and we spent most of the time, honestly, talking about, shared stories of being a flight attendant. The things that we all laugh about, like people who can't figure out how to open the lavatory door, funny stories of people throwing up in unusual places, all sorts of fun stuff, but it was just really a riot. And again, the two girls, Lacey and Leanne, they really seemed thick as thieves. Just wonderful. Nice energy. So I'm back in the room. I'm gonna eat some food that I had in my lunch bag that I can trust, and and then I'm gonna play a video game for a little while, and then get to sleep nice and early. Tomorrow I'm going to prison. What? There's apparently a very old historical prison that Leanne wants to go visit. So tomorrow we're meeting at noon, and we're gonna jet over to see a prison. I can't say I've been in a prison before, so yay. I'll take you with me though. So let's go to prison, right? I'll see you tomorrow morning. All right, bye. Hey guys, hi. So it is 11:55. I'm meeting my coworker Leanne. We're gonna go to prison. I was gonna make a joke out of it, but I'm not sure what I could say. So we're going to this historical prison apparently. So that'll be fun. We'll have time for a nap later on. And then we have a 9-something check-in for work. So we'll see what happens. There's supposed to be a tremendous storm heading this way, so we'll have to be vigilant. But let's go. Let's get out of here. Hey guys, all right, so I'm back in the room. I just jacked the temperature up because it was pretty chilly in here, but not as cold as it is outside. Oh my God. But I had a great time. We went to the Eastern State Penitentiary, and boy, it was much more interesting and a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but anything with Leanne is fun. But really had a good time walking around, seeing the sights, and then so we jumped in an Uber on the way back here to the hotel. It is 2:37 in the afternoon, and my van time isn't until 8:20, so that gives me plenty of time to heat up some food. I haven't really eaten much today, and then take a good solid nap as well. This has been a really fantastic layover. I put it in the top 10 really layovers. Getting to see Lacey walking around downtown last night, adventuring around, and then the penitentiary today, which certainly would not normally be on my top 10, but it was surprisingly interesting. And then just, you know, the good sleep, good meals, comfortable bed, good layover. So very, very happy with this trip. So I will see you probably later on, either before I leave or at the airport. All right, so I'll see you soon. Bye. Hey guys, hi, good evening. It is 8:01. My van is scheduled for 8:20. This van takes care of 3 different hotels, so I'm hoping it gets to our hotel on time or nearly on time, because we're only giving ourselves like 40 minutes to get to the airport and our gate. Cutting it close, but we'll see. Not too happy. Watch this. I just opened the window. This was not here the last time I looked. Yeah, so this is all pretty sudden. I'm just a little anxious because that means at the minimum we have to be de-iced before we leave. And our layover in LA is only 10 hours and 15 minutes as it is. So I'm hoping if we have to be de-iced, we'll have to be. That it happens quickly, that we're like first or second in line and not having to wait for 10 other planes, because then who knows what's going to happen to our layover. Tomorrow we have 3 legs. It's not the worst day. It's just fairly long, since most of our other trip has been super, super easy with 1 leg, you know, each way. Yeah, so I am going to gather my skirts and run downstairs. I will see you at the airport. Hey guys. Oh, sweet like a palm tree, bend like a palm tree, they say. Yeah, getting to the airport was a lot. If I showed you the snow outside the window earlier, it wasn't really snow. That was like mostly sleet. It was like frozen rain piled on top of it itself. It was ridiculous. So the shuttle we were supposed to take at 8:20 didn't show up until 8:36, which, you know, is giving me hives. And so it finally showed up at 8:36, and then it had to drop off passengers, pick up passengers at a different hotel, and then drop off passengers at another hotel before we even headed to the airport. So I'm like really trying hard to like relax, you know. I called crew scheduling. It took me 20 minutes to get in touch with them to let them know that we're potentially running late because of the shuttle, because of the weather and so on, just so that they understand, you know, we're making all our efforts to get to the airport. We got here 4 minutes before our showtime, so we made it on time. It was just stressful getting here, but we met our crew. We have a broken pairing, which means one of our 3 main crew members that are part of our team it was missing, so because of scheduling, not because they didn't show up or anything. So one of them is with us, I think, for the rest of the pairing, and then the other is our chaser, who's super, super nice, and she's pretty new. She's only been here a month or 2, I think, but really nice, great energy. And yeah, we'll be boarding in like 1 minute. Time on this flight is 5 hours and 14 minutes. We have 75 passengers booked. I don't know how many are actually going to show up because this weather is just something else. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's go to LA. Hey guys, hi. So I made it to LA somehow. I think the last time I saw you, I was in Philadelphia. We had maybe 66 passengers on board, maybe 68, I'm not quite sure. The flight was long. It was supposed to be 5 hours and 14 minutes. I think it was closer to 5:45, something like that. Just turbulence, and I think they slowed us down before we arrived in LA because there was no gate. I think they were just kind of slowing us down so we weren't on the tarmac very long. I don't know to make those decisions. But we were on the plane for a really long time. It was kind of boring, like because there's so few passengers on board. But I was reading my FAM, and I got some work done there. But so the flight was sort of uneventful. I did have one passenger, I should say. I had one passenger who actively refused to wear his face covering. He put it up when I asked him, or a coworker asked him to put it up. Oh, sorry. And then it would end up down here again. And 10 minutes later, I'm walking by, sir, could you pop your mask up? And after about 2-3 hours of that, I'm like getting really frustrated. And so I said, sir, I'm going to ask you again to please put your mask over your nose. If you can't comply with that direction, I do have to write some paperwork. I just trying to encourage you to follow that direction. And 10 minutes later, it's down here, and it just kept happening the whole night. So eventually he broke me. I just had to stop telling him. I just couldn't do it anymore. So ideally, if I really honestly find the energy, I'm going to write a report because it was just willful decisions not to follow direction. But who knows if I'll find the energy. We finally got to LA. The hotel would not answer the phone. My coworker tried 3 times. The hotel wouldn't answer the phone. So we tried an alternate phone number for the transportation company. They answered, telling us they're going to send someone out to us. 20 minutes later, they weren't there. And the hotel is literally around the corner from the airport. Literally. I mean, I could have walked there. You couldn't because there's no path, but it was that close, and they didn't show up. And I called again, expressing my frustration. We've been waiting. We also have like minimum rest tonight, and we have to be back at the airport in like 9.5 hours. So could you resend a shuttle? The shuttle driver finally shows up, and with this enormous attitude, a bad one, may I say, was like, you weren't waiting here. I'm like, sir, we were waiting here the entire time. These passengers who got on with us were here before us, and they called. And it's a purple and white shuttle. It's impossible for us to miss it. And he's like, sit down and shut up. Excuse me? And he's like, this is why no one likes your airline. I'm like, what? And I'm like, I had to stop because I would have continued on and gotten really, really belligerent. I would have become the person I don't want to be, and it wouldn't have been very productive. So I had to just shut my mouth. The hotel front desk people are lovely here, and he was very apologetic. But the van driver doesn't work for the hotel; he works for the transportation company. So whatever, we'll write a report. It is 2:14 in the morning. I have an 11 o'clock shuttle to the airport. So it could be worse. It could be worse. But it's just not a long time to sleep. So I'm setting my alarm for 10, hopefully giving me time to wake up and, shower and shave and eat some oatmeal or something. But I'm just really irritated tonight. I'm not sure why I'm telling you all this because, any stray thought I have, I share with you. I'm going to let you go, though, because I need to drink this little orange juice, and I'm probably going to eat these Pop-Tarts. Don't tell anybody. And then I need to go to sleep. So I will see you tomorrow. All right? Have a good night. Hey, guys. Hi. So I'm at the airport, as you can probably tell. I got randomed, of course. And then, but the silver lining was there was no one in line for coffee. So I was able to get coffee and a sandwich and a bear claw. Don't tell anybody. So there you go. And I'm working with a clearly lovely lady up in front. Are you with me just to Vegas, or?
Yes.
I'm only gonna have her for one leg. I'm already sad. But yeah, then we go to Minneapolis and back. So 12-hour duty day. Wish me luck. All right, so that was one leg down, 2 long ones to go. We were supposed to be completely full, but we ended up with 20 something open seats for some reason. Don't know why. But it was a really pleasant flight, super short, 44 minutes. And now we are doing a Minneapolis turn. We have a few minutes, so I'm gonna try and take a couple bites of my very expensive sandwich, and I will see you in Minneapolis.
And my potato house.
Do you know how much I love Leanne? I've said it like 1,000 times in this video. Right now, she's trying to convince me that going to Idaho to visit a 6-ton potato that you can sleep in as like a hotel stay is like worth flying to Boise for. I have second guesses about Leanne. All right, so the flight here to, sorry, Minneapolis, I have a cheeseburger in my teeth, was effortless, easy, no problem. I had a couple people who were like masked, you know, rebels, but nothing bad. Super crew, all is fine, all is good with the world. Love my job, awesome. Let's go home. All right, yeah, we're almost done. Yeah, I'm delusional. I want to go home. It's 3 hours back home to Vegas. It's a relatively light load at 137 passengers. And that's it. So we're going home. Oh, thank God. Hey guys. Oh my goodness. I just got home and I saw this plane. I just love how subtle Spirit's planes are. Look at that. And then across we have the, whoop, the strip right there. Come on, focus. Come on, focus. There we go. Cool, huh? Hey guys, hi. Oh my goodness. All right, watch this. The unmasking. Look at this. It's like my beard is a Jell-O mold or something. Oh man, I am so happy to be back in Vegas. This day was eternal. It was eternal. They were easy flights. But the day just seemed so long. Not a single substantial problem on board. Couple small irritations, but nothing crazy. Amazing crew. Leanne and I were both on what's called a broken pairing, where we worked with different crew members in different positions because, I don't know, but everyone was pretty darn fantastic. My chaser tonight was great. He's from Detroit. Leanne, I must have said her name a dozen times in this video, is quickly become one of my favorite people in the world. She's so ambitious. If you are on TikTok, look for Wow That's Random. She has a TikTok channel. Look for Wow That's Random, and if you don't fall in love with her, you have a problem. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go because I am thoroughly exhausted after this long day. Why am I walking to the passenger side of my car? So I will see you guys later. Have a good night. Thanks for coming with me on this long trip. I will see you soon. Fly safe. Bye.